Hello, everyone, and welcome to Taste of Thoughts. Dr. Irina, how are you today?
Wonderful, thank you.
And what do we have in our menu today? What are you going to make for us?
Pretty interesting thing. We'll make brownies.
Brownies. I love
Yes,
brownies.
yeah.
Who doesn't love brownies?
Yeah, it's many people's favorite treat and favorite cookie. But this time we'll use not chocolate powder, not another product, and it has a little different taste. It is not instead of those brownies, it is just new brownies, another one. And what we are going to use, we'll use toasted carob powder.
Carob powder.
Carob. The carob, it is just a different bean. If cacao made from cacao tree, right? This made from carob tree or carob bush.
Right, so the carob tree or the carob bush is widely cultivated for its edible pods and as an ornamental tree in gardens. And the ripe
Yes, it
dried pod contains a sweet edible pulp. Once dried and roasted, the pulp is ground into a powder, and that's what that is. That's the carob
And this
powder.
is what, yes.
So instead
and
of
this is
cocoa,
exactly.
I'm going to use the carob powder.
Yes, exactly. And it has actually many health benefits.
Health benefits?
First, our brownies will be gluten-free, and this powder is sweeter than cacao, so we can use less additional sweetener, because also it has different taste. Another benefit that sometimes people may be allergic to chocolate, right? Which is not a good thing. So carob will not create this kind of allergy, which can be related to chocolate meals. It is very rich in fiber. It has calcium, and it doesn't have caffeine.
So it
Like
has
chocolate.
it has calcium.
Yes,
It does not have caffeine.
does not have caffeine.
It's
yes.
sweeter than chocolate.
Absolutely.
It's low in fat, and
Right.
you say it's high in fiber.
It's high in fiber and sweeter. Yes, you mentioned sweeter.
Sweeter,
you
yes.
See? You got it.
Wow, that
So-
sounds like a wonderful product.
It is wonderful product. It is absolutely not delicious like this. I tried first. I tried to make the cacao drink from this, and it was not
Just on its
drinkable
own,
at all.
it's not that great tasting on its own. You're saying?
Yes. But in baking, when you bake something with this, you'll see how nice and delicious it is.
It's going to taste good in our brownies. Right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And these brownies are very, very simple to make. Just everyone can do it. What we need? We need half cup of oatmeal flour. Oatmeal is gluten-free, so if you have a problem with gluten, it has also medium glycemic index of 40, so it is very good for us.
Oatmeal flour. Okay.
Yes, half
Half cup.
Now we need this carob powder, 6 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3. 6 tablespoons. Done. We'll add just a little bit salt. And we'll add a little bit fructose, because we do want it to have sweetness. And the carob has natural sweetness, as we mentioned. And
Now I can smell that carob now.
Yes,
the
it's-
powder.
it's-
it,
yeah,
it
it's-
really
it's-
overtakes everything else.
yes, we can even use a little bit, like less than half.
And that's the fructose.
This is the fructose. Now, we'll use butter this time. If you avoid butter, and I usually don't bake with this, but for these brownies, it goes very, very well. But you can use margarine or coconut or coconut oil, if you like it. But actually, with butter, it is very good, very delicious, and you'll like it. I'll cut it a little bit. We need to melt it. The butter goes here melted. So
what do you use, about a quarter of a stick or half a stick of butter?
we need half a cup of melted butter.
Half a cup of melted butter.
Let's melt it, and we'll see. Usually 30 seconds is okay. If not, we'll add a little bit. Meanwhile, what we can do? Dry ingredients. We need half of teaspoon of baking powder.
Half teaspoon of baking powder.
Yes. These are dry ingredients. And what we have, the butter is going. Would you please check if it is ready? No?
It's beautiful.
Oh. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. We'll be precise in our measuring. So we'll add here.
And what's that, a quarter of a cup?
No, it's half a cup.
Half a cup.
Half a cup. Yes.
You're mixing all the ingredients together now.
We'll mix them together, and all we need to add the eggs. 4 eggs. This is it. All together. You don't need to separate anything. Just very, very simple. What we do need is mixing it well. And usually I do it with the help of electric mixer. So we mixed everything together, but to get the smooth consistency, we'll just for mixing, not for beating it, just mixing. Well, it should be like this. See, it is thick and smooth. So we are going to place it in the baking sheet and bake.
Put it in the oven.
And put it in the oven. I like using baking paper, so you don't have this whole mess with removing it from the baking dish.
Makes it for easier cleanup afterwards.
Yes, and easier to remove it, to have the cookies more like fancy. If you like coconut, again, you can place on the bottom of the baking dish, you can place unsweetened coconut flakes. If you don't like it, you can just skip this. Then we'll pour this over. It should be not thicker than maximum, it's ½ inch, maximum. Maybe even less will work.
So you spread it out and you don't want to make it any taller than ½ inch tall or thicker than ½ inch. Is it going to
yes.
Is it going to rise once it starts to cook? Or?
A little bit, yes.
A little bit?
Yes. We'll get all 4. Now, what we are going to do, we'll bake it and then we'll cut it. Usually brownies cook like this, right?
Okay.
Do you want more coconut flakes on top?
Absolutely.
You do?
I love coconut flakes. I love brownies.
You can paint something here.
You could make a design, I guess you could.
Like on the coffee people make, they serve the coffee and
Oh, I see.
And then any flowers or heart on animal or cat or something like this. This is it. This is how it goes to the oven. It goes to the oven, preheated to 325, and usually it takes maybe 12 minutes, something like this. We'll wait.
Now we just have to wait for the brownies to bake.
Yes. So let's check if our brownies are ready. And we'll check it with a wooden toothpick. It should be dry when we take it. Oh, looks nice. Oh, there. It's perfectly done. So take it out and let it cool completely. Only then we'll cut it and eat it.
You know, that's like one really big brownie right
One
there.
really big brownie. So we'll cut it into small squares. Oh, this is very, very brown. We'll transfer it to the nice dish.
Well, they look really good, Irina. Are we going to taste these pretty soon?
Yes. We are going to taste them
boy.
right away, and I hope you like it and you like the taste.
Well, let's try it out.
So see, they look like
Coconut flakes on both sides.
yes. They're different, right?
A little different taste,
taste
but
is-
it's a beautiful. It's sweeter, as you say, because of the.
Because the powder itself is naturally sweeter than natural cacao beans product.
It's delicious. Great texture. Coconut comes through, the flavor of the coconut.
You can actually sprinkle with maybe almond flakes also. It's up to you. It's
Almond
all
flakes,
good,
yeah.
whatever you like. But the point is that you have this gluten-free, sugar-free, flourless, low glycemic brownies. Isn't that cool?
It's delicious.
Delicious.
And of course, these recipes can be found on your website.
Yes, there are the recipes there.
And Dr. Irina has a website, and she also has a book that she wrote,
Thank you.
Taste of Thoughts.
Thank you.
And lots of recipes and information in the book and in the website. Well, you've done it again, Dr. Irina. Thank you very much.
The pleasure is mine.
A new way to look at brownies, and they're
Yes.
delicious.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
That's our program for today. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
See you. So, I'm so glad that it came.
Came out great. The texture is wonderful too.
They're not as moist, like because maybe they should be, but it doesn't really
No,
matter.
I like them like this.